Hello YouTubers, this is Estella. Welcome to the things I do. Today is the first day of spring. Happy spring! But I'm going to talk about a plant that we don't normally associate with spring. This is normally a plant that we associate with Christmas because that's the time that the stores start to sell the Amaryllis bulbs. Now this is an Amaryllis. I don't know the name of this particular plant right here. I've had this for years. It is a very reliable bloomer for me, and it doubles every year, as you can see. I have more. I have given plenty away. The bulbs multiply every year, and every bulb blooms like this. But I wanted to touch on how to take care of these plants. I know that a lot of the stores sell them as kind of a throwaway thing. They bloom, you throw them away. You don't even put them in dirt. And I've seen a very strange trend lately where they dip them in wax to keep the moisture in the bulb, I suppose. And to me, that is awful, because then if you want to keep it like me, keep it to bloom, rebloom, and rebloom, and rebloom, you have to scrape all of that wax off. And the reason why they do this is because it's basically sold as a throwaway plant. But you don't have to do that. You buy your bulb and you plant it, or you don't even have to plant it. Sometimes you can just put it in little pebbles and it blooms. But what I do is I plant it. I put it in just a very nice, loamy, nice, peaty kind of mix. And I let it bloom. And once it's done blooming, I cut the bloom. As you can see, this one was blooming not too long ago. Just cut it. This one had two blooms. One down here that's already gone here. And then what I do for the rest of the year is I just let it be a plant. I take it outside. I water it whenever I water out. They get watered once a week outside. When I do my watering of all of my plants, I keep them in the pot, and then in the summertime, they usually will stay like this. Sometimes the leaves will get really wobbly and pop over. You know, it's not the best looking plant in the summertime, but it's not bad looking, I don't think. I mean, you put it out there with all of them together, and they look pretty. What happens in the fall, however, is these plants start to lose their leaves. They turn yellow, and most people start to think, oh my goodness, it's dying. It's not. What you do is when they start to turn yellow and start to die off, let them. Stop watering it. You just let it stop watering completely, let it go completely dry, and put it in a corner of your closet, somewhere where you won't see that empty pot, and just wait. Pretty soon, in the spring, usually it doesn't happen at Christmas. What happens with the Christmas amaryllis is that you're basically forcing them to bloom. That's not their normal time to bloom. They usually bloom in the spring. That's their time to just shine. But when you force it, obviously, like paper wipes and stuff like that, they will bloom for you in the winter time. What I do is I just put them in a corner. I put them in the corner of where I have all of my plants, you know, just out of the way. So I won't be tempted to water them whenever I'm watering everything else. I just forget about it. Pretty soon in the spring, what you're going to see is the beginning of the bud. And that bud will start coming. And for me, sometimes it puts up some leaves, sometimes it does not. Sometimes you'll have just one or two little leaves on the bottom, but the blooms always look like this. Always. Sometimes they get too heavy for the plant and I stake them up. If I want them to go up all the way straight, I do. But most of the time I just let them. I just let them be whatever they want to be, and this is what they do. So yeah, you can keep them year to year, And what they'll do is they'll send out these guys. This right here. Let me see. There. This right here is an offset of the bulb. What I'm going to do this fall, when this one goes into dormancy, I'm going to remove this one and I'm going to remove this one. And these will bloom for me next year. I usually give them away to friends and family because I have too many of this color, which I love. Look at it, it's adorable, it's beautiful. So what you do is you just separate these and put them in a new pot. Or you could just leave them even without a pot until they start to form that little bud, because they don't really need any care or water or anything when they're dormant. Once you start to see that little bud, pop it in some dirt, give it a little drink of water. It doesn't even need a drink of water until the leaves start to come out, but I give it just a little drink of water and let it be. Let it be its own little self and let it multiply, and then you get, I mean, these are pretty big bulbs in here. And these guys will need to come out of this pot because once they start growing, it'll be too big for the pot and it'll warp it. So these guys will have to come this fall, come out of this pot, put in their own pot, and give it away. So there you go. This is it. It's real simple to take care of them. And they are just, look at that. They're beautiful. And look at this bloom. How can you resist this? This is just absolutely beautiful. I'm going to tell you a story. Last year, I had 6 of these blooming at the same time. I had them all over the house. And when it came time for Easter, our church, we were doing the church decorating and stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, I have these beautiful plants. And so what I did is I put 3 of them in a huge basket, just 3 of them together, with some curly willows that I just got out of our curly willow outside. And it was just the most beautiful arrangement to just have it in there, greeting everybody for spring and Easter, and it was just wonderful to see. So there you go, the beautiful Amaryllis. Give it a try, you're going to really like it. Just let it be a plant. Don't throw those bulbs away. Let them grow. Let them multiply. Share them. Thank you, everybody. If you have any questions, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them on the comment. I will answer them. Thank you. Bye-bye.